Hi, it's Scott Shepard again, your technology integrationist, and this is yet another video in a series of videos to help you get the most out of your new laptop. My wife came into the room that I was working in and said, you know, if they hear your voice too much, they're going to tune you out. I looked up from my computer and said, did you say something? Here's my first piece of advice in this video. Don't say things like that to people who love you or who you want to love you. In this video, we're going to talk about power management, sleeping, RAM, and screen cleaning, and I've got about 4 minutes to do that, so let's start. First of all, an email on Friday. Shepard, how do you clean your screen? I went to the Apple site, and here's what they say. Shut down your laptop, remove the battery, dampen a clean lint-free cloth with water, and don't spray liquid directly on the screen. Now the reason they want you to make sure that the power is turned off and removed and to not spray something on the computer is that if you do, or you use a cloth that's too wet, the water could drip down into this area and short out your LCD. That's a bad thing. How about power management? I think that if you charged your computers at night and brought them to school with a full charge, you should be able to get through a substantial part of the day without plugging your computer in. Speaking of plugs, this is a magnetic attachment, which is a very clever innovation. It keeps these from being pulled on the floor when someone hits your power cord. But the magnet here can also attract metal magnetic objects, like paper clips, for example. So please make sure that you're removing those kinds of things from your computer bag when you store them. Another thing about power management is that you can dim the screen. The LCD consumes quite a bit of power, so that if you dim your screen, let's say you're listening to music and you don't even need to watch your computer, you could dim it all the way and save a substantial amount of power. How do you dim your screen? Well, you may have already discovered that in the upper left-hand corner of the keyboard there are two buttons. This one dims it, this one brightens it. Question. Should we put our computers to sleep, or should we shut them down? And the answer is this. I would suggest that you sleep your computer between classes. Your Mac will sleep very well, just like my cat Mac, and it will wake up quickly, although my cat doesn't seem to do that unless I'm pouring milk in the kitchen. You should shut your computer down before you leave school, and you should shut your computer down before you leave home. Part of the reason for that has to do with the syncing of the documents and the backup. I'll talk about that in another video. How about RAM? This is what RAM looks like. When you open a document or when you open an application like Safari, it occupies space here until you shut your computer down. Your computer has 2 gigabytes of RAM, which should be enough for most of what we're asking you to do. But as my friend Tony in the IT department pointed out, think of applications as pieces of paper on your desk. And if you open up too many things and take them, if you open up your file cabinets and take too many things out and put them on your desk, you're going to become inefficient. And the same will happen if you open up too many applications. And in fact, you may get what in the Mac world is known as the spinning beach ball. The spinning beach ball suggests that your computer is trying to process something. Sometimes patience is a virtue and the spinning beach ball will go away, but sometimes it won't. And so I want to talk a little bit about what you do in the event that you get the spinning beach ball or some kind of an irresponsive computer or application. Here are the steps in order that you should take them. 1, close application. See what happens. Right now, incidentally, I've got 4 or 5 applications open. The second thing that you should do is, if that doesn't work, is to try to do a force quit. How do you do a force quit? It is Option, Command, Escape, and you get a dialog that looks like that. And if you take the application that you're in where you see the unresponsiveness or the spinning beach ball and click force quit, it will force quit that application. Last but not least, and this is really a last resort, you can do a force shutdown. In the upper right hand corner, the power button, the semi or the partial circle with the line in it, if you just push and hold that down long enough, your computer will power down. But you could lose data and you could require a reimage if you do that often enough. So please don't do that. That's it. That's the end of this video. Hope these things help. Thanks for listening.